history of the U.S., though, these temperatures experienced by American states, the coldest day came on the Midwest in droves, with his see their hand in front of the event blinded one man, and 48 twisters tore into theirs to investigate the level of...
Hi guys, good day and welcome back to the channel. It's your favorite girls, back again with another video. So guys, we've been checking out a couple of videos today, specifically from the USA, and we are so excited to check out more. Next one on our list here is titled
10 Strangest Weather Events in the USA.
Strangest weather events.
What do you think the strangest weather event would be?
Like, what comes to mind?
Yeah, when they're like US strange. I think we've seen like a lot of strange weather events.
Yes,
things happening
actually.
in yes when it comes to weather and all.
But the strangest ones. Now that's something to be curious about. Like,
definitely,
what could it be? So we want to get right into it, and we don't want to waste much of your time. But before then, if you're new here, please do want to hit the subscribe button. It will go a long way. Give us a big thumbs up if you eventually enjoy our reaction, and of course leave a comment for us. So guys, without wasting much of your time, let's get right into the video.
Sudden bouts of darkness to tornadoes filled with flames and creatures falling from the sky. Today we look at the strangest weather events in U.S. history.
Okay.
Number 10. Coldest Day. Throughout 2019, the Midwest United States experienced some extremely chilly temperatures, with places like Detroit experiencing minus 14-degree weather, Milwaukee dropping to 21 below zero, and Chicago somehow surviving negative 23 degrees Fahrenheit. In comparison to the history of the U.S., though, these temperatures are far from the worst experienced by Americans. The coldest day ever recorded on U.S. soil was January 23, 1971, when the people of Prospect Creek, Alaska, endured a terrifying temperature of minus 80 degrees. When it comes to the lower 48 states, the coldest day came on January 20th, 1954, when Rogers Pass, Montana dropped to 70 degrees below zero. Number 9. Locust Plague. Being a Midwest farmer in the late 19th century had its fair share of obstacles. No modern machinery to work with, fickle soil and weather conditions, and most likely way more physical labor than most people could handle on a daily basis. So imagine how much worse it got for American farmers in 1874 when a swarm of locusts blanketed the sky before diving down on their crops. These insects rained down on the Midwest in droves, with historians estimating their number to be anywhere between 124 billion to 12.5 trillion. As they cut a path nearly 1,800 miles long and 110 miles wide, these pesky bugs devoured everything from sugar-concentrated crops to wooden tools, leather accessories, and even clothes right off the backs of bystanders. Their impromptu invasion ended up causing many families to suffer and even perish as starvation became a hazard to those in the area that would become the Dust Bowl. While farm animals like chickens did their part in eliminating the pest by simply eating them, the danger of locust invasion didn't pass until the Rocky Mountain grasshopper went extinct at the turn of the century. Number 8. Black Sunday. Speaking of the Dust Bowl, the dust-swept and drought-ridden region of the Midwest began its desolate transformation one fateful day, now referred to as Black Sunday. On April 14, 1935, a storm fell on the prairies of the Midwest, beginning in Oklahoma and Texas. Starting at 4 p.m., winds clocking in at 60 miles per hour swept along the plains, forming a black cloudy wall as they hurtled on. This effect came from loose dirt in the arid region, twisting and obstructing the vision of those who witnessed the storm. Reports at the time believed the anomaly to signal the end of days, as the blinding dust storm kept those outside from being able to see their hand in front of their face. The weather event blinded one man and had fatal consequences for small animals like birds and rodents, as it rose thousands of feet into the air and stretched for hundreds of miles. This frightening phenomenon went on to inspire Congress to pass the Soil Conservation Act by the end of the year, in hopes of avoiding such an occurrence from happening again. Number 7. Satan's Storm. On June 15, 1960, the residents of Copperell, Texas began their morning as normal with a typical early temperature of just around 70 degrees Fahrenheit. But in mere minutes, the warm desert air rose to an unbearable 100 degrees Fahrenheit out of nowhere. The sudden skyrocket in heat caused thermometers to burst, according to anecdotal accounts. People experienced power failures and false alarms as they awoke thinking something must be on fire. The National Weather
Oh my
Service
God.
unofficially reports that the temperature continued rising until it topped out at 140
That would have been,
degrees
like,
Fahrenheit
so
and
hot.
remained
I
there
can't
for 3
imagine
hours
this.
straight. Eventually, the heat subsided, leaving farmers
3
to
hours
investigate
straight.
the level of
Imagine going
damage
through
wrought
that
by the sudden
hotness
heat
for-
wave. In its
Oh my
wake,
God.
people
I'm
found
sure
that
your
some
husband
cattle
would-
perished under the infernal sun, while corn and cotton
my
cooked
God.
off the
Oh my
crop,
God.
ruining entire fields of
Must have been
vegetation.
crazy.
This event earned the name of Satan's Storm during its time. But today, we know
Oh
the
my
extreme
God.
switch
Oh
in
my God.
temperature to be a heat burst. These are caused from a thunderstorm rising and being pushed back
That
down
was
to the
really-
surface,
that must
leading
have
the
really
air
been
below to become
terrible.
compressed and
Honestly.
extremely hot. Number 6.
And the
Tornado
water
tantrum.
must also become
Tornadoes
cold.
plague the
Yes,
Midwest
exactly.
almost annually, and at times
Tornadoes
more than
tantrum.
one can touch down in a given place.
I can
But on
only
April
imagine. This
3rd
thing
and
can
April
actually, like,
4th in
take somebody.
1974,
Yes, pick up
a flood of
someone and
tornadoes spread
property.
across multiple states in the Ohio Valley, causing over $1 billion, adjusted for inflation, in damage, and claiming the lives of 335 people in the process. An astounding 148
335
twisters
people.
tore into the U.S.,
That's a
with
lot.
some reaching a circumference of
way.
5 miles
Oh my
wide.
God.
Then again in 2011, from April
is
25 to April 28,
unbelievable.
another flurry of
2011?
tornadoes ravaged
Just
America,
2011,
hitting as
yes.
far north as
come I
Pennsylvania
didn't know
and New
this?
York, and reaching down to the
Because I was
deep
still a
south,
child.
as warm
Oh my
air at the
God.
ground level collided with the colder airs above, and atmospheric wind shears moved
this
in.
happened in
These
2011.
catastrophic disasters left their mark on populated
Wow.
areas
Oh my
repeatedly
God.
throughout the
Oh my
3-day
God.
span. This time,
Look at the house.
349 twisters took the lives of
Look at
over
this, that was
300 people
destroyed.
and
Bad.
caused $10.8 billion
This
in
would be
damage.
terrible.
Number 5. Dark
Oh my
Day.
God.
In the 18th
Oh, that number
century,
6 was
meteorology
scary.
wasn't anywhere near as exact or
Dark
capable
Day.
of explaining weather-related phenomena the way it is today. So it's no wonder
Oh
that
my
accounts of
God.
the
Oh my
day
God.
when the sky went dark on May 19th, 1780 are so superstitious and foreboding. Following right on the tail end of the American Revolution, the newly founded nation was already
God.
tense. So when the sun turned red, black rain fell from the sky carrying the scent of coal fire, and the population had to rely on candlelight in the middle of the day to see, you can understand how frightened Americans might
Wow.
have felt. Rather than any sort of Armageddon or
That must
Judgment
have been
Day,
really
this
bad.
scary
It would be
ordeal
like
can
it's
be
the end of
attributed
the
to a
world.
forest fire in the
imagine?
Ontario forest. The origin
I
of the
don't want to
legendary
ever
Dark
experience
Day in
fire.
New
Yes.
York wasn't discovered until 2007,
my
when
God.
forestry experts out of the University of Missouri discovered fire scars in the woods of Ontario corresponding to that date. Number 4. Raining fish. We've all heard the saying, it's raining cats and dogs.
Raining
but in
fish?
1947, the age-old
Raining
fish.
I've heard of I've seen blocks like falling from the sky during
Yes.
rains, but raining
Raining
fish.
fish.
Is it possible? Raining fish.
I doubt. Like, let's just imagine that is the name given to it. It's not
Yes,
actually
like how
fish.
did the yes
Fish is falling down from the sky
from the
because,
sky? I've seen ice block fall, but not fish.
like, yeah, fish, raining fish.
This is the first time I'm hearing.
Let's
about
just
it.
see. Let's see.
phrase became reality, with a bit of an aquatic twist. As the population of Marksville, Louisiana left their homes on October 23rd that year, no forecast could have prepared them for the downpour that was to come. According to the Library of Congress, inhabitants of the southern town experienced a torrential shower that brought not only raindrops, but several fish as well. These accounts weren't the hoax they might seem to be, as the meteorological phenomenon known as
Is this
raining
real?
animals has occurred many times across the planet and throughout history. Flightless creatures like
Wow.
spiders, frogs,
Fish will
octopus,
literally
and
be
even
falling.
jellyfish have been reported from China
my
to
God.
Honduras over the last 2 centuries. While the cause of such an event has
Wow.
never been
Seriously?
witnessed,
This
the
is
prevailing theory
unbelievable.
as to what causes such groups of animals to be displaced attribute the phenomena to waterspouts and
Exactly.
updrafts. Waterspouts are the weaker of the two hypothesized sources, as the water-based tornadoes capable of flinging objects along the water at high speeds fail to suck up anything in their path. Updrafts, on the other hand, are strong winds that could more feasibly sweep up entire communities of animals before sending them plummeting to the earth below. The last accounts of raining animals in the U.S. took place in 2007, as worms rained onto Jennings, Louisiana, and
not
in
a bad
September
one.
2016,
Basically.
and again
Basically, it was moved. It's like the fishes were moved probably from the river and then poured into the land.
Yes, down.
Yes, because how possible is it for rain to be falling
It's
down
like
from
from
the
another
sky?
planet. Maybe the force from the rain could have actually, but like,
That is just crazy.
making makes sense. I'm trying to like analyze the whole thing.
Yes,
Because even if it takes it from the ocean, right? Will it take it off, go and circulate
probably
it?
the force, but that has to be
The
like a
circulation.
flood happening
Yeah.
for it. Yes, for that force to
To
actually
bring
push
it, but it will be
to land.
rainfall.
Yes, it's
you
like
understand?
just going to be flowing. actually.
Yes. So it's actually like the fact that it's actually raining
Down.
and then it's raining fish. I
Well,
think I'll
let's
look up
see.
that.
Yeah.
and in May of 2017 when fish drizzled down into Philadelphia, Pennsylvania and Oroville, California, respectively. Number 3.
Wow.
Soil cyclone. Tropical
Pennsylvania,
cyclones
wow.
form on the
That's
coast
like
of
a
the
lot
United
of
States
fish.
with semi-regularity,
What do you do
fueled
with
by the
it? Just
heat
even
energy they
scary.
gather from the warmth of the ocean. As they move inward towards land and leave the ocean energy behind, they typically dissipate, and the thunderstorm that trails them overhead will disperse and fizzle away. But recently, studies have shown that not all cyclones fall apart so quickly, a point proven in 2007 with Tropical Storm Erin. As the cyclone entered Texas that August, it infiltrated the Lone Star State with wind speeds measuring a measly 40 miles per hour. However, within 3 days, the tropical storm continued to
Wow.
flourish, growing surprisingly strong by the time it reached Oklahoma.
3
In
days.
fact, it more than
Can you
doubled in wind
imagine?
speed from the time it touched land, and even eclipsed the strength of the cyclone at its peak
This can
while over the
literally
Gulf
just
of
throw a
Mexico.
person
But how
off.
could such an
That's what I'm
anomaly be
saying, like,
possible if no
literally.
water warmth was present to keep the cyclone swirling? Moist soil, as new discoveries have
Yeah,
shown, can
don't
substitute
know.
for ocean water if breached at the right temperature and hydration levels, referred to as the
Oh
brown
my
ocean
God.
effect. This abnormality
God.
gave Tropical Storm Erin a longer life than meteorologists could have ever predicted at the time. Number 2. Fire tornado. During the Carr Fire event of
Number
2018,
2, okay.
one of the most terrifying weather anomalies
Fire
of U.S.
tornado.
history occurred when the largest fire tornado ever recorded took shape. Wildfires are all too common in the Golden State, but this
Oh my
specific
God.
fire was so massive, the resulting gases formed a pyrocumulus cloud above the raging inferno. This fire-crafted thunderstorm
fire,
helped
just
turn
like
a
that.
commonly known fire whirl, which were thought to hit a maximum speed of
It's
90
so
miles
hard
per
to
hour,
contain
into a
fire
monstrous
in a
cyclone of
field
cinder
like
and
this.
ash.
How do
As
you
the
even
flames
start?
blazed
How do you
on,
start?
winds within the
Exactly.
tornado reached a speed of 143 miles per hour, rewriting the
God, see
capabilities and
houses.
hazards of such natural disasters. This incident was one of only 2 F3 tornadoes ever recorded in California, the other 2 spawning from a fiery event in 1926. Due to the size and severity of this one, and the fact that it claimed 1 casualty, this fire tornado is one of the most monumental weather events of all time. Number 1. Summerless Year. Also known as the
God,
Poverty Year,
inside.
1816
Number
was
one,
the
what?
year without a summer, when temperatures all
Summerless
across the
year.
northern
Oh,
hemisphere remained
1816.
frigid year-round, even through July and August. New England reported record-late
Wow.
snowfalls,
For the whole
experiencing
year.
heavy weather as late as
Wow.
June 11th. In the south, cities like Savannah, Georgia only reached 46
Wow.
degrees Fahrenheit on the 4th of July. Much of the U.S. experienced a drought that same year in early fall, and winter weather started right back up by September. This freezing year was the result of an eruption in 1815 from Indonesia's Tambora volcano halfway around the world. The ash and dust
Oh
of the
my
eruption
God.
filled the stratosphere for the next year, blocking sunlight across the northern hemisphere, which ended up
Wow.
cooling that portion of the planet.
Okay. Oh, I think that's
Wow.
it. Oh my God. You guys.
That was crazy. That was just
Like
super,
I'm
super
just
crazy.
really speechless right now. You know the most shocking one? I don't even know. I know.
I think the raining fish.
exactly. Because it's not a natural phenomenon. We
Yes.
get to see that okay, bush just catch fire
Yes.
and there's tornado, there's this, but like raining fish from above just like that.
just like that.
No, that's not a common phenomenon. And even
Yeah.
one that surprises me is the fact that the bushes can just start burning. Like, what even causes it? And you know what scared me too? The one that there was sun, like
Yes, extreme.
extreme sun, that it was literally
It has
taking
yes.
things
Yes,
on its own.
Like it literally burnt the mercury, the thermometer.
Yes, like
Like how hot?
could it have been?
Yes, for it to
Do you know
actually.
that somebody could actually melt? It's
And
possible.
then it literally cooked like plants, like
Just imagine your vegetable outside are just being cooked and burnt, and
your
you're like,
corn is being cooked, your yam is being cooked, your beans is being cooked.
it's just crazy, honestly. I'm trying to like make it make sense, but it just does not. It does not, because it's scary thinking about
It is
Like
exactly. Imagine being out there on a sun.
on
I
a
feel like
sunny day, and
literally-
such a thing happens.
Exactly. I feel like literally, you know, when the weather is like so hot, even when your fan is blowing, it's like heat that is blowing.
Yes, it happens.
I think even your swimming pool,
you
would
can't
really-
even go in
yes, I
at
don't
that
think
point
yes,
because the water will be
it's going to
boiling
hot
hot.
water. I don't think what exactly could literally cool you off.
At that moment. I don't know, maybe you can open your freezer and enter inside.
You think so? You don't think your fridge will stop cooling? I think when the weather gets really hot, it stops the fridge from like cooling as much as
So
it's
what
supposed
exactly
to.
could be the solution? Because even your air conditioner will start blowing heat. Like,
Bro,
it's
I don't
just
think I want to
crazy.
experience that because I do not like heat. I
don't think there's anybody that does. I
Yes.
actually prefer it cold than when it's
Yes,
hot.
like neutral. I do not like heat. I get
If I were to
irritated
choose between cold and hot, honestly, I would choose to be in a cool weather than
than
if I
being
had
in a
no
hot
choice and I
place.
said, okay, choose between being in a cold place and a piece of porcelain hot, I'll go for the cold one.
Exactly.
So I can only imagine how intense this must have been.
I think we've never really, most of these natural disasters that we've been seeing and seeing, we've not really experienced.
No,
I think the highest we've experienced is just excess rain here.
Yes,
in
like
Nigeria.
It may rain consistently for days.
Yes, for days
and flooding,
days.
But not severe ones.
Not
Some
severe
areas
flooding
are severely affected, but like we've not experienced.
It's not a general thing that happens often and all. So
you're saying this is actually like a discovery for us, knowing that there was one that actually blinded somebody. I think that was the dust.
Yes, I think it was like a dust.
I think it was when you said dark day, like everywhere literally got dark. I can imagine like during the day and everywhere is just dark.
So that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's it about this one. We absolutely learned a lot. Things that we didn't knew existed, like the raining fish. I've never heard of it before.
Heard of something like
this
that.
This is my first time, and good to know. I've learned something today. Thank you all so much for watching this one with us. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did filming it. Please leave your comments below. Tell us what you think, would like to read from you, and also please do also give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed our reaction. Share it with your friends and loved ones so we can support the channel. You can also support the channel by doing what? Buying us a coffee. The link to buy us a coffee is in the description box below. It will be highly appreciated. You want to say something? And please do not forget to share. Yes, please. Share with your friends and loved ones. Share to everyone, your neighbors, everyone. The channel. Yes. You can support us by sharing so more people can get to see this channel and support the channel. Thank you so much. God bless you. Stay safe out there and we'll see you all in our next video. Bye bye.